Mary had a little lamb, little lamb, little lamb. Mary had a little lamb, its fleece was white as snow. And everywhere that Mary went.
Welcome to 10 Minutes. I'm Tony Scott. What's Peter's shtick
Gobble,
this
gobble.
week? Oh, I get a little gobble,
Gobble, gobble.
from you.
Oh,
It's a big week. It's Thanksgiving week. We get to talk about food and turkeys and lots
and like
lots of tournaments.
30 tournaments.
You're so negative.
I didn't
Why?
say it negatively. I said it
you
like
did.
there's 30 of them.
30 tournaments.
Gobble, gobble.
What's your favorite thing about Thanksgiving?
How low maintenance the holiday is.
It's not.
Yes, it is.
You're still a child. That's why.
I'm
Wait till you
28.
become your
I'm a
adult.
grown man. I'm 40.
You have to cook the turkey and you gotta make the dressing.
See, I don't
You
do
all
that.
stuff.
We don't do turkey.
What do you do? Oh my gosh!
Something that's not dry and a complete waste of time.
What do you guys have at the
I
House?
go to a fancy grocery store and I bring 4 different types of cheese and I bring some French bread and I make little appetizers for everybody.
Do you have like
and then
tofu then?
I think we're
instead
gonna
of turkey?
have we have lamb, lamb or ham.
Is this a shtick or is this really?
No, I requested lamb this year from my father, and he said, "Well, I think we're gonna do a pot roast. So we're gonna do
That's-
a roast.
The Odneys need counseling.
Why would I eat
How about a little
Why would I
turkey?
eat a turkey?
How about
on
a little
Thanksgiving?
cranberry? How about a little?
Yeah,
dressing?
there'll be
How about some
cranberry.
mashed potatoes. How about some of that sweet green bean salad?
There will be
The
potatoes.
green bean, man.
There will be green
How about the
bean.
green bean?
There will be green beans.
Little-
There will not be casserole.
The little casserole with the
I already
onion,
had
onion
it.
chips.
I went to a Friendsgiving where there was green bean casserole and turkey and all the stuff that Hollywood tries to tell you Thanksgiving's all about.
And is this the point in the Thanksgiving broadcast where you pander to Dwayne Venny and talk about collard greens?
I do love collard greens, actually.
Dude, pander to him every year.
Every time I go to Whole Foods, I try to grab a bunch of collard greens from their hot bar because they
That's
are
disgusting.
delicious.
Dwayne, I love you, but that's
Delicious.
disgusting.
Throw a little hot sauce on them. Whoo.
All right, we got a poll. According to you, we have 30 tournaments. We're gonna do a lot. This is a prediction
We have
feast.
we have 30
today.
tournaments.
We're gonna talk a lot of
A
predictions,
turkey-less
and then we have a
feast.
couple burning questions and some boom roasteds and stuff like that at the end. I have no idea how long this will last, but this is the girls,
It's finna
boys
take a while.
combo platter. Like
Get-
the good
get
old days.
comfortable.
Yeah, get comfortable because we're gonna predict some hockey. All right, we'll start at the young guns, and we'll move our way into Pee Wee guns, and
Guns.
then the Bantam guns, and then we'll be done.
Guns.
Let's start with the Cake Eater 10A over
right.
at Edina. Who do you got?
This might actually be the deepest overall tournament that we're going
Yeah,
to
it
predict
is.
today.
Yeah, it is.
I'll take Osseo Maple Grove.
And because you saw them, right? You're Mr.
Pretty much.
And I'm going to go with Edina because according to the brackets, there's only one Edina 10A team this year, where the past 5 or 6 years they've had 2. So I'm going to go heavy on the cake, and they're going to win the 10A.
Fair enough.
All right, that's the only 10 tournament we're going to predict. How about Squirts, the Burnsville tournament?
Oh, man.
What do you got in this one? Oh, is this one of those?
This is one.
Okay,
This is one of
I'm going to
those
take
fields.
Eden Prairie. They look to be the strongest team in the tournaments, and I gave you the field.
I'll take the field.
All
I don't
right.
care if I'm 0 for 3 on team or field bets. I will take the field every
And
time.
our capable production guru, Todd, got his name in here. He picks Stephen F. Austin to win the tournament.
That's a really subtle
I don't
nod
think that
to the.
Stephen F. Austin is in the tournament.
I don't
but
think they
if
have a hockey
were,
team.
They would a huge upset bid. Hats off to Stephen F. Austin for beating Duke.
Somehow Stephen F. Austin made it into the 10 minutes with Tony Scott broadcast.
Squirt A at the Super Rink Spectacular. Not to be confused with the YHH Squirtacular at the Super Rink, but, close enough. This is another field bet. I'm going Osseo Maple Grove Crimson, and you're taking
The field.
the field. Todd didn't mark anything down over there.
He'll take Stephen F. Austin for 200.
Didn't, so he's out. He's going to try to sneak in a pick. Too late, Todd. Too late. All right. 12 A's. Oh, wait, there's one more. There's Hopkins. Has a 4-teamer.
They do.
Squirt A's. This is another one. Edina Green is in it.
Is in-
And Centennial, the winner of the Portman tournament last weekend up in Duluth. Who do you got?
A 4-team tournament. Interesting.
That's kind of a jam.
So I've got a 25% shot,
Yes, you
no
do.
matter what.
Yes, you do.
I'll take Edina Green.
And I'm going to take Centennial.
Okay.
They're winners. And Edina's got to split that big crop of talent into white and green. So it's going to be a little tougher hill to climb for Coach Wenkus.
On
and Edina.
the plus side, YHH as a whole has a 50% chance of being right, considering
Yes,
we
we
just
do.
picked 2 out of 14.
I'd say we got them 100% right by judging by the field. So it's going to be one of these two teams in the chip.
Gotcha.
Winning the chip. All right, now we're on to the 12A and
12As.
Kiwi AA bracket.
Let's do Cake Eater 12As.
You want to do Cake Eater 12? Let's do one that's not on the board up there, that you didn't write up there. This is the one in Hermantown. Hermantown Pee Wee AA.
That's
is the one
Pee Wee AA.
That has Hermantown, Duluth East.
Hermantown, Woodbury,
Woodbury.
Duluth East.
Come on.
I got
Cloquet.
3 out of 6.
Cloquet.
Cloquet,
Stillwater.
Stillwater,
Yeah,
and
that's
there's
not
one
bad.
more.
Not a bad little
There's
field.
one more. I can't remember.
Not a
the
bad
last
little
one.
field. I'm going to take the undefeated number 2 team in the state. I'm going to go Woodbury.
Fine. I'm going to take Hermantown.
Hermantown.
Yes.
Home ice? Home
Yes.
cooking? Like a little northern rep?
Home-ish ice.
Oh, I think we haven't seen Hermantown since the pumpkin, and they were definitely raw at that point.
Yeah.
Had only a couple practices. I think you got a good eye on this one. I think they could do well.
I like Hermantown.
Okay, so let's go back to the Cake Eater 12A.
Aye.
This is one of those, if you're going to pick one bad bracket, this would be the bad bracket tournament where it was totally the 4 teams in one that are loaded, and then Edina got a couple teams that were pretty easy, right?
We pull no punches on
we
Thanksgiving.
don't. Let's be honest. Edina's got an easy track to the championship. It's a good side of the bracket in the B pool. Who do you got?
I got Woodbury. I liked what I saw during the Andover preseason Scrimmage Fest.
Yeah.
Very young, very talented.
I agree with that. So I got Edina, you got Woodbury.
Yeah.
All right. 12B, a much more balanced pool. I like Stillwater in this one.
Okay.
They're off to a fast start. Don't know enough about Edina's top 12B team yet, but I can assume they'll be good.
I'm going to take Edina's top 12B team. I have enough faith in the Edina Association that they can put together a quality 12B team. So
Do you
I'll
have
take the
enough
Hornets.
faith to pick them in 15A?
My faith has limits.
I'm taking Edina. I'm the ranker for 15As. I follow this level very, very, very close.
If you have angry emails,
This pool
Send it to him.
is really hard for Edina. Very hard. They picked a really
Interesting.
tough pool. I think Edina will get out of that pool. They've only played one game, according to Now Rankings. I have them at number 1 in the state.
Okay.
It seems like they've won the 14A, 15A the last 4 or 5 years, so I don't see it being any different this year. I'm taking Edina.
I'm going to take Wayzata.
All right,
We'll
I
keep
like that pick.
Keep it late conference.
That's another really good team from the other pool. So a lot of good teams in this field at 15A. Okay.
Moving over to the Burnsville.
Let's go to Burnsville. Which level is this? This is the Pee Wee A division.
Yes.
I'm taking Edina.
Yep.
That looks to be by the strongest team in the field. Who do you got?
I got the field.
I gave you field again.
Yeah.
And Todd marks down the Firehawks.
I'm gonna get
That's a good
one
little
of the,
team.
I'm gonna get one of these field bets right.
You've never gotten one right.
I'm on 3. Yeah.
The Firehawks. That's a good pick by Todd. That's a good team.
I think it's Firebirds.
It's not the Firebirds. It's not the Firebirds. We've gotten into trouble before on this. All right, now another really good tournament here for Pee Wee AA is the Eden Prairie.
Yeah.
Any thoughts on that one?
Yeah, I think it's deeper than in years past.
Yes,
I'll say that.
It absolutely is.
Looking up and down the list of teams, I don't see a huge weakness for anybody. Pee Wee AA wise, I'll take Eden Prairie. Liked what I saw down
Very good
in
team.
Rochester at the
Top 5.
Big Pumpkin. I think you give that team a couple of weeks to gel and maybe define some roles, and I think they have the physical talent to win it all.
Unlike years past, when we do rip pools when they're not favored. If they are fair or actually in a go against the home team, I like to point that out too. Eden Prairie puts the number 2 team in the state, Moorhead, in their bracket.
I like it.
Kudos to you, Eden Prairie, for
Kudos.
putting that in there. Eden Prairie's been one of those that's always historically done it the opposite way. Hats off to you, Eden Prairie, for putting it in there. 11:30 Saturday morning, EP Moorhead, 2 top 5 teams in the state will clash in pool play.
I'd be willing to bet that somebody with a YHH vest on or jacket is going to sneak out of the
I
gobbler.
think we might sneak out to see that game.
And somebody
we
might be there.
Sneak. We might sneak there, yes.
Maybe.
Just maybe. I have Moorhead. I saw them play last weekend against
Okay.
Minnetonka. Tommy Kupich was up in Brainerd and got to see them play Moorhead. So he liked them. I liked them. They had an epic run last weekend. They beat Edina, Assiniboia Grove, Wayzata, and then tied Minnetonka the game that I was.
Road Warriors.
They were good. They were definitely good. All right, Super Rink Spectacular.
We're going back to the Super Rink.
Pee-wee A tournament.
Yeet.
Pee-wee A, Pee-wee AA. I'm assuming this Pee-wee AA, Pee-wee A tournament is the St. Louis Park Junior Podine-led team.
Okay.
And I'm assuming your pick of Matamidi is the Bodie Sampere, Hayden DeMars, not Hayden DeMars. What's the DeMars kid's name? Not Boomer, his brother.
Rylan.
Rylan DeMars.
Aha.
Good one.
What would you ever do
That
without
team.
me?
That team is. That's the team you like, right?
Yes, I got Matamidi.
Assuming you never know. You look at these rosters, you look at these teams, and it's Bantam, Pee-wee A, Pee-wee AA. I'm assuming that's a good field. Rogers is also in the field. This is a good tournament too.
I like it.
This is a really good one. I'm going St. Louis Park. They're the highest rated team in our rankings. I got to go with our rankings. You know, unless something changed in the last 3 days, I really like this team.
I don't necessarily disagree, but Matamidi always feels like one of those teams that you put your head down and then you look up, and all of a sudden Matamidi is in the finals.
Good. And they're good. You just saw Matamida's high school team last night. So
I did.
They're very good.
They look the same from high school to squirts.
All right, let's switch gears here. Get to bantams. The bantam AA tournament at the
First
Eden
test.
Prairie, first test. I'm gonna go with Chaska Chan. Just way too much talent here for the Stormhawks. I think they're gonna win the tournament this year.
Ton of talent with the Stormhawks. I'm going to pick the Fargo Freeze. Let me make my case.
Okay.
Good showing at the Blue Ox,
Very good.
according to our eyes up there. And I want to pick a team outside of the box. I am incredibly tired of picking the same teams over and over and over again. So I'm going to pick maybe a dark horse challenger in the Fargo Freeze.
Is that kind of like your choice on protein for Thanksgiving? Sick of turkey, you're just picking something different. Going with the lamb.
I think to be sick of something, you would have to do it a lot, and I never ate a lot of turkey.
Oh, it's unbelievable. I can't wait. I'm going to, at the Scott Benedict Burnsville tournament, I'm going to stick with Chaska Chan. I'm going to pick them in that tournament, and I'm going to give
brutal.
you the opportunity to go field.
Taking the field. It's my 4th field bet of the day.
And Todd Houck also likes the Firehawks.
Firehawks.
He should move to Burnsville, for crying out loud.
He's their biggest
picked him again.
cheerleader
He
right now.
loves the Blaze. So, actually, this isn't the Blaze. It's the
Firehawks.
not the Firebirds.
Firebugs.
All right, there's a Bantam AA tournament up at the Super Rink Spectacular.
Shocker, there it is
I'm going with the
again.
Tommy Williams champions,
Okay.
Champlain Park, and you're going to go with their neighbors.
I'm going to take Blaine, and I have another reason why.
I like this. They played a lot of games. They got like 16 or 17 games under their belt already.
Experienced. I like Blaine in a little bit of an upset role, and I like the fact that they're at their home rink.
Yep, I like that too. All right, there's a Bantam B event as well. This is a fun one. Orono has had a good stretch so far in Bantam Bs. I'm taking those guys.
Okay.
Who do you got?
See, I've had virtually zero luck picking NCAA March Madness pools by doing a ton of research and
Yep.
looking at numbers and anything. So I'm going to take a team I've never seen, the Thunder Bay Elks. I like a Canadian team for
Okay.
one thing.
And there are some Canadian teams who had some success last weekend in Bantam Bs too.
There are. I like the Canadian teams. I like teams from Thunder Bay. They're used to coming down here. They're used to taking the road. And I like a team that nobody else in the area has seen because they might have something
Elks
better than everybody
82.
else. What if they roll in with a 6'4",
Superstar.
superstar?
Elks 82. They were in
Elks
our
82.
Squirtacular B final last year. All right, we predicted probably 10 or 15 tournaments there. I think we're done with that. Now it's time for a little dessert. Okay?
Big deep breath.
The burning question this week. This ought to be good.
It's another one
Really
where we
good.
have the same.
This is burning. Okay. Parent involvement.
Oh boy.
At the high school level.
Stop.
Should a parent
Never.
be able to be involved at the high school level?
It depends on your definition.
You get
of
to answer the question.
involved.
Parents' involvement. Can a parent have influence over the coach or the athletic director?
No.
For his or her daughter's well-being.
Outside of anything physical.
Oh, that was going to be my take.
outside of
That
any,
was going to be my take.
we have the same take on this.
I know. We both agree that parents stay out
of it.
the biz.
Just don't. Just
Stay
don't.
out.
Just don't.
Let the coaches coach.
If you think the high school coaches don't like it, try doing this to a junior coach.
yeah,
or a college coach.
It's going to get really ugly.
If you are a bubble player, sometimes
better.
the X factor is
Get better.
a parent who's
get better.
if you don't want to deal with a parent as a
Look
junior
in the
coach,
mirror.
you say, "See ya."
That's what's going to happen.
100
That's what's
more
gonna happen.
players.
All right, we agree on that burning
We
question.
agree on that
Thought I
burning
could
question.
sucker you into that.
I had another burning question that we might have opposite views on.
Oh, well, good. I can't wait.
At what age
Oh, we're going to do it this week. I see.
At what age should coaches stop opening the door for players?
Just squirts. After squirts.
Thank you.
After squirts, peewees should jump the boards.
I think squirts should jump the boards.
No, it's just small.
I think some of them
They
can-
would do- they would kill to do it.
okay, if squirts jump the boards, if you can jump the boards, jump the boards. If you need the door opened, have the door opened. I think by peewees, 99% of the kids can jump over the boards.
I agree on peewees, not on squirts. Okay, that's a good question though. I like
Thank
that.
you.
And we disagreed on that.
And it kind of helps eliminate the whole coach jostling the door handle up and down to call for a line change. If you're going to call for a line change, call for a line
I
change.
agree. Before we get into the Boom Roasted and Game Pucks, shout out to our sponsor, Sniper's Edge, coming up on Black Friday. Tons and tons
Yeah.
of savings for anyone. You want to buy some great Christmas presents for your shooting puck child?
Puck shooting child.
Puck shooting child. If you do that, today is the day. Black Friday is the day. Saturday is the day.
You don't have to go to a
Knock it
store
out.
either.
Don't have to go to the store.
do it online.
It'll all show up right there, baby.
You don't have to fight those ridiculous people like you do at Walmart or Target.
All right, let's get to the Boom Roasted and Game Pucks.
Let's
You got
do
a
it.
Boom Roasted?
I do. And my boom roasted is twofold. I went to the Tartan Minneapolis game over the weekend. It was great. The Minneapolis student section, awesome the entire game. They were creative. They were funny. They
What about
never.
the PA guy, too?
The PA guy was awesome. He
Unbelievable.
kept talking to the fans and the students, trying to get them to dance, and he had specific music that he played at specific times. It was great until the last about 6 minutes of the game when Tartan absolutely pummeled Minneapolis. They were up 6-2 on their sixth goal. A player was over
Still
by
can't believe what I
by the
saw.
Minneapolis student section celebrating, and all of a sudden
Grabbed the
a
stick.
stick blade was on the ice. And looking at my photos afterwards, I realized that a Minneapolis student had broken the stick. That's
And
200.
Your photos are the ones that got it.
That's 250 smacks
Yeah.
that somebody has to come up with. My other piece of the boom roasted was, if you're going to talk trash during a game, awesome, love it. Get creative, get original with it. Screaming, "Hey, you effing suck," 10 times over the glass is not original. It's not funny.
Boom
And
Roasted.
I can hear people watching this going, let kids be kids. Kids are
No.
kids. This
I
is
don't-
high
I don't-
school.
I don't like any of the
Some
chirping.
people made it
That'll be
through
the
their high
question
school
next week.
career without dropping an F-bomb at a player
That'll
or
be the question
breaking a
next week.
stick.
Should you chirp or should you not chirp? No. Just, it creates no. It's not good for the game.
Support your team.
Hate it. Hate it.
It was great up until that point.
All right, you got a game puck? Because I got one.
I have a game puck. I would like
do?
to
Yeah.
go with the one that's written down up there.
Yeah, you can do that
Yeah,
one.
my game puck goes to my trusty Dickies, my coveralls. I love them. I bust them out this
Yeah,
morning.
you wore them last year on the show at some point.
Yeah, but it also helps because can anyone tell if I showered? No.
Doesn't
matter.
I
got
can
my-
never tell if you ever have.
If I've got my coveralls on, nobody has
I
any
can never tell
idea.
if you have.
The
by that.
ultimate winter accessory.
Yeah, that.
Get yours at
good
Amazon.com.
All right, my game puck goes a little bit more serious. Goes out to the Buffalo Squirt 18,
True.
who taped their sticks purple. and wrote on it "Cancer sucks," and then bought a goalie stick for the goalie from Spring Lake Park, gave it to the goalie, and signed it with their names on it, and gave it to him as the goaltender's sister Bella is going through a leukemia battle, and it was a great touch by Buffalo Squirt A. So
very cool.
Game puck goes to Buffalo Squirt A. Game puck goes to you. Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
And to Todd, who helps us kick this show out. It's going to be a great weekend of hockey.
We're heading over to Big right now.
Are you ready?
I hope so.
I am ready. I cannot wait. Roll the boat. Ski-U-Ma. Go Gophers.